Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for my client Saif's vlog. And we took a deload week, which we do every fourth week for him is a deload week, and it has to do again with the nature of his work. It's the nature of his job. It's very physically demanding. He's making really rapid progress, obviously. So again, everything's light. And so again, what we do this week, we do lots of band work. We keep his band work up. We do 5 sets of 10 at 40% training max on his classic 4 lifts on their individual days. And we throw in a little bit of rowing and stuff, right? We throw in some rowing. We throw in, right now it's banded pull-throughs, right? He has a 45-degree hyperextension on the way, which we were supposed to use this week, but it's a little late arriving in the mail. So I'm hoping to have it here shortly. But again, his benching looks really clean. The benching looks super clean. And then we do some one-arm dumbbell rows here. We do one-arm dumbbell rows with again, leaving about 5 reps in reserve because, again, he's got to have the recovery. He has to have the recovery on this week. And I think here's the thing, people are just like, this guy's just a monster, and he's getting bigger and leaner. And he's like, yeah, I'm getting leaner. My waist is getting smaller. So he's definitely recompositioning, with the slow weight loss. We're losing weight very slowly right now for him because we want to make gains, right? We want to make gains. He had lost weight a little faster. Now we're in a slower weight loss phase, but he's getting stronger every week, right? He's getting stronger every week. And it's because we have his programming dialed in. We have his recovery dialed in. And historically, that's been his issues is he gets hurt easy. So, how are we correcting a lot of that? Well, a lot of extra upper back work. Right? We're doing those things. And I don't know what happened with that little bit of that video. But, so that day we do some benching. We do rows. We do band press downs. Right? We're keeping his elbows healthy. All right, squat day, pretty straightforward here. We just do some squats. We do some squats. And, some of that we do a little bit of ab work and some dead hangs and stuff in there too. Letting him do some of those things, even on deload weeks as needed. But we do, again, the 4 sets of 10 on the squat using the safety squat bar. Again, good for his upper back, good for his deadlift. Right, and eventually I can transition them to a normal bar if we want to test it out or mess with it. But that's what we're working with for now. Right, that's what we're working with. Because, again, it's comfortable on his shoulders. But, obviously, his squat days themselves, we have the belt squat normally, but we don't need all that on the deload week. All right, press day is actually, very similar to the bench press day. Again, he comes in, 4 sets of 10, 5 sets of 10 at 40% training max. And, look at just how easy he locks even overhead work. He's got triceps. So, this day, again, very similar. All right, all we do is press, and we do some one-arm dumbbell rows, and then I let him do some band curls. Again, why the band curls? Well, because he was having some tendon issues a little bit. His tendons were getting a little inflamed near the biceps, some of those insertions. I'm like, well, let's add in some band work. All right, let's add it in. Because, again, got to keep him from hurting himself. He's very explosive. He has a very physically demanding job. So we are always looking at tendon health. We're looking at recovery. We're looking at how much work does he have to do to make progress and balance it with all of that. Right, so we do these band curls to facilitate, again, tendon health. Right, so that we don't risk tearing a tendon on a deadlift later. So that we keep them healthy. And we keep his elbows healthy in general. Right, we've just got to keep everything healthy. And so that's the reason that we do that. And it works, and it helps. And so I'm having him do those on his overhead press day. So we get some bicep work in there. And, people can say, is it going to help them grow? Well, we could argue the data as to how much growth is actually there. Possibly. But more than anything, we're doing it just for tendon health. All right. And then deadlifts, the same approach here. We come in and look at his deadlift technique. Look how clean his deadlift technique is. And he's like, man, I'm getting so strong at conventional deadlifts. And he never did them before he came to me. He did sumo. He preferred sumo. And I'm like, yeah, but with your build, let's work on conventional, right? If you want to mess with some sumo later, we can always mess with it. Not a big deal. It can be done. We can rotate it in phases if we want. But right now, let's just build this conventional up. And I want people to note here, again, that as we go, he's recompositioning. He just looks thicker and leaner, and I'm not saying he looks lean because he's not lean, but he's leaner than he was. So we're losing body fat, gaining strength, and we're seeing that thickness come out more and more as the body fat slowly trims off. We're just watching that come out. I mean, those triceps are just monstrous. The guy's quads and triceps are just insane, right? They're just insane. And that's why his bench is just climbing, especially since he likes to do close grip. Bench is climbing. It's going to continue to do so too. But again, look how beautiful that deadlift technique is. We've really only a few months of doing the deadlift, the conventional. But explosiveness, power, all there. So we do 4 sets of 10 on this. And then, like I said, this week we did band pull-throughs, right? Working on keeping that lower back healthy. Which he still notices it gets a little stiff. He's like, I don't feel it during training. I feel it when I wake up in the morning, my low back. I'm like, yeah, that's why we've got to keep getting it in shape. Keep getting his low back into shape. But Saif is one of these guys that, this is a guy who's going to have an elite total. He's got so much potential, right? He has so much potential. When you look at the size and strength potential out of a lot of my clients, just in terms of their upper threshold, he's arguably about the best I've had, right? He's the best I've had there in terms of potential. But that comes with the issue of he will tear himself apart easily. And he knows this. He knows this from past experience. It's all about managing his fatigue. It's all about managing the ego. It really is. And we're doing that. And you guys saw the post that he made. I put it up on social media, last week or a week or two ago, of his thanking me for everything so far. So, I mean, he's a great client, and he's grateful. He's appreciative of what we're doing. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.